the contraption is a free for all. Whoever can grab should grab it, sort of. And that is why, the intention is not to change anything. And those pushing them, they know why they had to push them, because they will be the ones to be the SAs, PAs, and all of that. Obi was there too, right? And he even said he met with Bokohari as well.
How will you describe the late president?
Well, I had the opportunity of meeting him while I was campaigning, and I remember his words to today. Please care for the poor Nigerians. That's what I always remember. And I believe that he did his best within his capacity.
All right, what do you think Nigerians needs to learn from this former late president?
Well, we have to all learn how to serve our country, knowing that one day we will all be called back by our Creator.
A lot of people have talked about his simplicity and devoid of materialism. Will you agree with this postulation?
Of course. For those of us who, like I said, I'm not close to him. I only met him during my campaign, and I remember vividly his, what I call, sincere appeal for fighting and caring for the poor.
All right. How will you describe the late president?
Peter Obi. Guy, man, this is how difficult it is for him to actually really, because you have to lie. Yeah, you have to lie to describe Bokohari. Because when you look at everybody talking about him, they are all telling you about how he's not materialistic, how he didn't steal money, how he only has just 2 houses. The same campaign strategy of 2015 is exact one that they want you to remember him for. No. So Obi had to lie and say, oh, he's sincere. He has to kind of make something up to fit that frame, because he would have to lie. Bokohari know they steal money, but money they miss. He's not a thief, but money is missing. His friends are thieves. And they all said that he gave them free hand and he looked away. He trusted them. Do you understand? He trusted his friends. And his friends looted Nigeria. And he watched them. But he's a very, very, he's a very frugal man. He's a very prudent man. He doesn't like this and that. But his doctors in the UK are paid tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of pounds sterling. His pension is not up to that. When you combine all the money, salary of a Bokohari, let me tell you this, because majority of Nigerians are indeed enablers. And therefore, they expect, they've normalized the abnormalities. So therefore, they see it as it's a normal thing. The salary of your president is 5 million naira officially. Then he's going to get every other thing for free. Car, house, clothing, all this and that, right? So which means if Bokohari decided to save all of the money he collected as salary, his own basic salary, for 8 years, do you know that that's just a 60 million naira a year? 60 million naira times 8. No, be 480 million naira be that. 480 million. That means all the money that Bokohari collected as salary for 8 years cannot even pay for one single trip of a surgical trip. So you get now, cannot pay for it. But they said in London, his doctor. His doctors have always been in London. But he's not a thief. He was in PTDF, same thing. Money was just missing. But still the money. Why did she cover her face and turn to Eleha? The last time Aisha showed her face, she became a meme. on social media. Remember that picture? Eh? And those were two people even go to they sent two people to jail. DSS kidnapped 2 people in northern Nigeria because they were talking about, somebody said all of Nigeria money. Aisha don't feed fat on all of Nigeria money. Remember now when she went to Dubai, do you not see that figure? She is still that size. She has her own health problem too. You know what I mean? Everyone has one problem or the other they are dealing with. So covering herself up that way is to reduce what majority of you would have turned the barrier into. No wonder Shettima became the preacher at the Firdau prayer for Bokohari today. Let's see if you can hear what he's saying. My Duguri, Elon Musk.
Every soul shall tell the torment of death. Death is an inevitable destiny that is hanging on everyone's neck. We should all consider ourselves as travelers with our bags and baggages waiting for the train. From where? From God. To where? To God. May Allah grant the soul of President Muhammad Buhari eternal rest and reward him with his Al-Jannah Firdau. May Allah accept his good deeds. Forgive his shortcomings. Protect the family he has left behind. It wasn't a loss to the family of the late president. It was not a loss to the people of Daura, Emirate, or the people of Katsina State. It was a major loss to the nation and to the African continent. People from far and wide had called to commiserate with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
Ẹni òfò ni ẹ ṣòfò láyé ẹ tún ṣe lálìkìyàmà ẹ̀yin rádaràda wọ̀nyí.
I don't know. I mean, there's something that you have to put like that jara, any wherever you see them, you put small on them like that. It is very necessary for the culture. For the culture. When you see the APC, Egbekebe, the Ronukus and the rest of them, any kind of ekpe that comes to your mind, just say it just for the culture. Right? Like the one you are going to say to this Asari Dokubo. He has come out again to say something, as usual, meaningless, but controversial. Is it controversial, real? Asari Dokubo that threatened that if they dare touched the full barrel of rivers, he would shut down. You remember that? You remember, right? There will be war, there will be this or that. The way they disappeared. Some said that they took him to go and do tummy talk in China. Remember that he's been having problem with his legs as well. Sorry. And I don't know how true it is, okay? So they said they took him to China to do tummy talk for him, cut part of the stomach and all of that, and at least save his life. And he said the reason why he's now he's now reversing his initial supposed rant against Kolu when he said Kolu has become a complete disappointment. That has changed now. But a reminder.
This is not the Ahmed Bola Tinubu I know. Since 1992 when I encountered you, I don't think this is the Ahmed Bola Tinubu I know. That calls me his friend and I call him my friend. And calls me my son and I call him my father. This is not the Ahmed Bola Tinubu I know.
And he was doing all of that because he said Tinubu made Wike so powerful. And that is against the interest of the people of Rivers State. Few days after, the Fulbara himself nominated Asari Dokubo as a king. So King Asari Dokubo has now come out to say the reason why he's now walking back his own talk is because Tinubu saved his life when Obasanjo buried him alive. Hey, we go Nigeria, we report Nigeria. So when I first hear that part, I had to rewind it. I said, when Obasanjo buried him alive, Tinubu came and he saved him, he rescued him. If not for that, and I was like, how? How would Tinubu do that? Obasanjo don't bury you, federal government. But he said it then, a little bit touch of violence against the people of Anambra and Peter Obi in particular. So I put the two clips together, all right? Asari.
I will continue to support Ahmed Bola Tinubu until I see reason that there are people better than him. Ahmed Bola Tinubu, my support for Ahmed Bola Tinubu goes beyond politics. It goes beyond my very existence as a human being, my life. If Ahmed Bola Tinubu principally was not there, maybe I would have died long time ago under General Olusegun Obasanjo when I was buried alive. Ahmed Bola Tinubu came to my aid. I came to know Ahmed Bola Tinubu in 1992 through the late MKO Abiola, and I've known him since. We had a robust relationship. We had problems because of my support for Goodluck Jonathan. If not, I was a leader of ACN in Rivers State. I was one of the leaders of ACN. In fact, I was leading the party before I went and lobbied Sekebo to come and join the party. And like what they are doing today, they handed over the party to Sekebo. The highest bidder takes it all, according to. And today, Rivers State as a whole has been given to Nyeso Wike. So it goes beyond. You can say whatever you like. I am in China today, and if I see any politician talking in Nigeria, they should be executed. I'm in China. I go from one city to... And then somebody is talking about P2P. Somebody is talking about this character. P2P was governor of Anambra State. What did he do for 8 years? What did he do for 8 years? These are the questions. So it's not when you are tribalistic. Compare P2P, Anambra, which is a gold mine. Give me Anambra. And if in 1 year I do not change Anambra, I will not take salary. I will not live in their government house. Anambra, I will live in my car. Give me Anambra if I will not change Anambra. Go to my village. I'm not a governor. Go to Obama. Go to Lenkalawari. Go to see what I'm doing. I don't wait for anybody. When you travel, when you go to Dubai, you go to United Arab Emirates, you go to Qatar, you come to China, you go to Turkey, you will not listen to any Nigerian leader that is talking. You will not listen to any governor that is talking. You will not listen to anybody who is controlling budget because you are not sincere. You are tribal and you are telling other people that they are tribal. Somebody was governor for 8 years. He has nothing to show. He has nothing to. How can anybody compare P2B with Tinubu? How? Go to Lagos. Go to Lagos before. Look at Lagos before 1999 and Lagos of today. He was there for 8 years. He left. I said, if Ahmed Bola Tinubu fails, hold me responsible.
You say?
I say, if Tinubu fails, hold me responsible.
Thank you.
The job people are already angry that this is the worst government.
We have just started.
We must learn a lesson. This man!
You're gonna trust man. Adam. Your eyes will see what your mouth cannot talk.
Sorry. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and be analyzing all he had to say. So I'll leave that to you. But there's something I will tell Alhaji. Alhaji, when you come back from China, may you come back safely, all right? So when you come back from China, I have a message that you are likely, maybe, that you can influence. And also, Alhaji, when you come back from China, as you have learned, because he couldn't put his thought together properly, he was practically saying that when he's in China, like what the Chinese government, what they do to looters, corrupt public officials, should be done to the criminals in Nigeria. But let us now break that down. And I didn't want to do analysis of that. But it's a message too, right? So Asari, you are a product of corruption yourself. Because, number one, it is because Nigeria is not a real country. Nigeria is a place where criminals are running things. And that is why, despite Nigeria having their own military, Nigeria still have to contract the protection of its most vital infrastructure, oil pipelines, oil infrastructure, to keep them safe. They have to give somebody like Asari Dokubo contracts, free money. So majority of you like that are product of corruption. So if we have to adopt the Chinese style, Asari Tompolo, who are other guys, who are other terrorists in that Niger Delta who have become so rich in the name of fighting for the marginalization of the people of Niger Delta. People of Niger Delta are still poor in their millions. But these few guys are stinkingly rich because the corrupt successive governments in Nigeria believes that the only way for peace is to give money to disarmed militants. But Alhaji, while we are trying to figure that out, please help us tell the sole now who will go come talk to now. Maybe you should help these people talk to Tifnumbu. Call Fulbara. I don't know if you do talk to Werewike, but there is the Sobata called sole administrator right now in Rivers. Any of them that you can talk to. Pensioners in Rivers State have resorted to prayers so that they can get their pensions paid, because according to them, some of their pensions have not been paid in over 10 years. Hang on. I think somebody even said some of them have not been paid their pension in the last 20 years. Rivers State, the richest state in the south, I've been a Niger Delta part of Nigeria. Their pensioners are in church, praying to God to pay their pension. Or maybe God touched the heart of those who will pay their pension in 2025.
Yes.